Welcome to the Geeks. This is Lil, and I literally just woke up 10 minutes ago.
This is Steve, keeping it green.
You sounded like you woke up too. This is Sean. I was wondering, man. I was like, God, you sound like you were like, oh. I was like, I thought you were sick. So I was.
Well, I was as well. So I've had a rough week. I've been sick for multiple days. Stayed up late because I had to go to Halloween Horror Nights last night. Had to. So good. Oh man, Steve, I'll talk about it when I. You know what? I'll start it now. They made a haunted house, a house for Insidious, and the house
was it boring, and did Patrick Wilson terribly sing throughout it?
Steve, it's one of the best haunted houses I've ever been through. It is so.
We reviewed those movies.
I know it puts the movies to shame. The movies are shit compared to this haunted house, man. Like it was that fucking good. It was really good, really well done. What's up, Archangel? Everyone who walks through it is like, this is the scariest shit ever. And I'm like, the movie. I was hoping as you walk out, because you walk after you're finished, you walk through like a tunnel. I'm like, could you only imagine if Patrick Wilson's fucking rock ballad was playing? I would have died. It would have been awesome.
That'd be cool.
But I'm telling you this, like
the bleeding from the ears.
This is what this needs. Like this needs like a live in-person walkthrough.
So you did. What's up, James? So you did.
I was at Universal.
Okay. So you saw the Wolfman thing.
Oh yeah.
That looks terrible. Whatever that Goblin Man thing is, looks terrible.
Well, it was.
I hope that that's not the werewolf we're getting. The werewolf. That is not like a werewolf.
I don't think it is because
that looks like a man that lives under a bridge.
Yeah, that's not. I doubt that's pretty good because they have houses for the classic horror characters and stuff like, because there was one with like all the female like characters and stuff like that. I didn't do all 10 houses. It's just too tough.
10 houses.
There's 10 haunted houses. So, so I had to talk about Insidious right off the bat because I remember I'm gonna go do Insidious because I know Insidious, but like I had no desire when it first was announced. I was actually pissed because California has a Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Not California. California has a Texas Chainsaw Massacre maze. And I'm like, that's what I fucking want. We didn't get that here. But Insidious was really fucking good. Although I laughed at it because they sold a bunch of merch. And I'm like, everyone's wearing that damn red demon's face all over the place. And I'm like, that movie sucks. I don't know why you're wearing this shirt. Like, there's no reason to buy this shirt. But people here, like, who go, because there's like a season pass you can get to go to like every night that they have Halloween and all this stuff. Like, people go all fucking out. It's nuts. And they get hammered out of their minds, like, going through these houses. But they had also which was really a really cool concept. They had a Quiet Place house. And the more people scream, the more the fucking monsters jump out at you. And they had it was like animatronic mixed with puppeteering monsters. Like they were everywhere. And like the noise would start kicking up, like their screams and everything that they were coming. It was, again, awesome. Way scarier than the movies. Like I think the movies are good movies, but this was like, it got you in there. And how the monsters looked, like the puppeteering and the animatronic monsters looked fantastic. So, and then they even did a Ghostbusters house. The Ghostbusters house was way better than the movie, The Frozen Empire.
Well, that was
way better than the movie. Huh? I know, that's what I'm saying. Like they all this year, like the big IPs were not the greatest of like horror movies, but they did a good job. So, and then there was another one with like I forgot the name. I think it was like Trilogy of Terror or something, or Triplets of Terror, and it was literally a house about 3 children that murdered people, and like you walk through all these like areas where like a kid killed his parents at the dinner table and stuff. You just see like just blood and guts everywhere, and like the kids jumping out at you and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. So Halloween Horror Nights is a ton of fun. Steve, the whole time I'm walking through it, I'm like, I'm like, I know Sean would go if we all went, but I know you would like absolutely adore it because of everything that they do with
You ever seen a
classic.
black dude in a horror movie? That's
But
Yeah,
you would go.
know, Sean,
if we
I
were-
usually don't see them at the
I
end of
would
horror
fuck the
movies,
shit up in this
but I see them in
motherfucker
horror
comes
movies all the time.
we see them all the time.
Yeah.
Not surviving.
I'll be just
But
like that.
you would come with us, Sean, if we went.
Oh, I would totally go, but
Yeah.
I would have my guard up, or I would push the shit out of one of y'all.
It's a ton of fun, man. If you guys can make it down here, like being able to go these last few years, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it.
I would love to come down because I know Elijah said something about it too, and I was like, damn, man, I'd love to come down there. I should probably come down for it.
And people, like I said, like just people are just in on it. Like it's nuts. So, and in the middle of the lines, they have booze carts. Because these lines are long to get in there. I'm like, geez, I'm like, you are just setting this up for like craziness.
Failure. Like
me and risk management, I'm looking at it, I'm like, no. You want people to walk through dark houses hammered? No.
Yeah, people won't get fucked up like that. Somebody gonna punch in the face. Like you keep playing around with that.
I guess people who used to go, they used to sell like those like Jello shots and like little vials and stuff like that. Like people would walk around in line while you're waiting. And they said it used to get out of hand, like way out of hand.
That's crazy.
So
I don't trust people enough to be in that situation.
I
would see that all going down and be
I
like,
agree with you, Steve.
I'm good. Like let's
yeah, it's again
I'm with you.
we had the kids with us. There's like me as friends were there with us. Like it doesn't get that crazy,
No, I'm sure. Not now. I'm talking about like
back
Jello
then
shots and all that shit. Like, no, man.
Especially if we were younger and like.
Well, back then I probably was like I was still drinking back then, so I would probably been like all fucked up in there. I know.
I mean, I would fear for the scare actors that are jumping out at you. Could you imagine, like, if you were like drunk, depending the type of drunk you were, like swinging at those?
So a young couple goes, they get drunk, and then they get in a fight, and then the boyfriend's in a haunted house. It's like, you want to go? It's gonna happen.
Not good.
Yeah, that's so irresponsible.
It's so irresponsible.
Yeah, but definitely, like, I went last year. I still think the first year I went, that Halloween house was so damn good and so, like, it was just perfect. Like, I still like love it. It was just that awesome. But then outside of that for the week, like, I mean, guys, it's football season. I watched
both games.
Trash. Well, and I watched one game. I watched one game in line at Halloween Horror Nights. Loving seeing the pack lose, and then watched the other game, and then watched, of course, the last episode of Hard Knocks with my bear. You gotta love the Bears, man.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
You don't. I've not watched one episode of that.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about the Bears. How about that?
How about you guys suck? How about that?
Well, kiss my ass a little.
I don't think so. Both our teams were in the playoffs the last 3 years.
Well, that's fine. Maybe not this year, huh?
Maybe not. We'll see.
So.
We'll see. Caleb, Justin Fields was the answer. Let's not forget.
Well, but Caleb is Caleb. That's right, Taylor. Bear down.
Yeah.
Bear down. So that's it. Like this week, back to school stuff. So there's a lot of homework and shit. Still got more homework to do tomorrow. So like we had plans for tomorrow, and I'm like, nah, you know what? Let's skip those tomorrow, and I'm gonna watch football and then do homework. So that's my life now. Football and homework. So kind of sucks, but only got 2 semesters left. So that's it. So how about you, Sean?
Nothing. I haven't nothing. I'm sick.
I was sick too this week. That's
oh my god. I'm still getting over it. I was sick last week.
Were we
I
together?
might be a little worse than y'all sick though.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm just saying in general, but yes.
I don't want to talk about it because it's not good. But anyway, no, I haven't done anything. I really haven't done shit, to be honest. Work, got some stuff, but I can't talk about it. Which fucking sucks. That's it. There's nothing on. There's nothing on TV right now.
You didn't watch nothing at all?
I don't think I did, Steve. I think I watched.
I watched a few things this week during my. I had a weird schedule.
I watched. I. You know what, Tim? You know what I am watching, and I really like it, but a lot of people don't like it. I am so in on Rings of Power. I am so fucking in, dude. It is really good. I really enjoy it.
Who's not in on Rings of Power? Like, is people really falling off on it?
Like this shit. Yeah, a lot of people don't like this shit, but I am in. Like, I love this shit. I think it's great. I'm fucking Gabrielle, whatever the fuck she did. Yo, she had a fucking boss ass moment this week. And I was like,
it was a
Gabrielle. I can't pronounce
that. Kate Blanchett.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Faux Kate Blanchett.
You know how we fuck up names, Steve, in these these fantasy shows.
No, I don't. I would have remembered, but a little deleted that episode. So.
He did fuck up that episode. But it was
shit.
It was It was pretty good. It was really good. I like it. I'm enjoying it, so I'm all on board for it. So that's really all I watched this week. There was nothing else. Maybe I watched something else, but I don't think I did.
I saw Trap with Josh Hartnett.
What do you think?
Are we reviewing it for 31 days or no?
We could. It fits in there, I think. It's not really horror; it's more thriller. But like,
same thing. I mean,
there's a killer guy. You know, like it's a.
Did you watch the other M. Night Shyamalan movie?
The Watchers one?
The Watchers?
No, because that's not him. He just produced it.
Yeah.
His daughter made it. I didn't see it. Did you watch it?
Yeah, I did.
And?
I mean, we can review it for 31 days.
Is it scary?
No.
I mean, if Sean doesn't think it's scary.
I mean, if Sean doesn't think it's scary, then I don't even want to bother with it.
God damn, what the fuck? Is there a fucking bar for me? Like, yo, if Sean doesn't think it's scary, it's trash.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of like, it's like that kindergarten horror, right? It's like
kindergarten horror. Like, I don't have
it's like
horror, man.
If Sean doesn't think it's scary, then it's like in the Great Pumpkin territory, right?
Oh, man. That's fucked up, man. That's fucked up.
The Great Pumpkin. I'll still probably check out The Watchers. I've heard mixed reviews on it.
It's mixed.
So I'm not sure. But Trapped, I actually really liked it. I was surprised, like at a certain point, seems like things are getting to their natural conclusion. I'm like, okay, like we got to be getting to and paused it. God damn, there's still an hour left of this movie. How is it gonna? And boy, do they just find a way. And you're just like, how does this keep going? There's just more and more and more. I actually thought it was really good, and I thought Josh Hartnett did an awesome job. So he's really good. What's this? American
Werewolf? I don't know what that is. What is that?
Like, do you mean like the old school, like original ones, like in
movie?
London and Paris?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen those. I met David Naughton, who used to do Dr. Pepper commercials.
But there is a movie, I think, on Tubi called American Werewolf, I think, and it looks very bad. It's like a man in a Spirit Halloween suit bad. Like
I stopped. I finally found it. It's crazy. Like we used to have a couple Spirit Halloween around here, and I finally found one. And I was really close to buying Art the Clown. They had an animatronic Art the Clown, and I'm sitting there, I'm staring at it, but it wasn't working. And that was the only one they had left. So I'm like, I'm not buying this display. And they also had a ghost face. And I'm like, damn it. But that one was $300. I'm like, I don't know if I could buy a ghost face.
Haven't gotten to a Spirit yet. But they opened. It's September. They're already open. So.
Oh, they're open. Yeah. I mean, like I bought like a little window decal of Ghostface that I'm going to put on my front window.
I always get new cups. whenever Halloween season
We
rolls around.
get the cups, yeah, even that.
But last year I got a Ghostface cup from Spirit Halloween, and like it was awesome. But then I noticed like it was like a wrap, like the picture started to peel off. These aren't. All these other ones are on there. It's like
they have great horror themed T-shirts,
signs. They have like cool ass maps and shit.
But if you don't get there early enough, you lose out on the T-shirts. Like, and they had a bunch of Art the Clown Terrifier shirts.
Oh, I don't really care. Yeah, I'm not really there for the shirts. I'm more there for like the cool things I can hang on the wall. Different. This year, I'll probably be going there looking for Wolverine claws to see what they got. Like cool just to have, like put on your display stuff.
They had a lot of Deadpool and Wolverine, like official type costumes. So I didn't look to see if they had claws, but I'm sure they will.
I'm sure they do. I just wondered what quality they have. You know?
Yeah.
But anyway, so Trap was very good. Good stuff.
That's good. I'm glad you liked that. I was very curious if it was going to be
We should definitely check it out for 31 days. I think we should watch that. And then, Sean, if you haven't watched the show, and you might have, and I just brain farted and you maybe even recommended it, and I don't remember, but if you watched Gangs of London,
no, on
Netflix,
no, I'm not gonna watch it.
Sean, oh my god, the guy Gareth Evans, you know who that is?
Mm-hmm.
He's the guy that did it. So the action is the Raid movie, the Raid Redemption level action, and there's crazy shit in every episode, and there's all these different gangs. There's like a gang of gypsies called the Travelers. There's like an undercover guy who you're following that's mixed in with the gangs. There's all sorts of shit. It's all these British actors who you've seen from all over the place. It's really good. Lino turned me on to it. He's like, just watch the first episode, and like it opens up with one of the main characters. He's standing on the edge of this roof, and it pans down, and there's a dude hanging from a rope by his foot off the edge of the roof. And he's like, tell me what you know or whatever. And the guy's like, I don't know anything. I'm a nobody. And he just dumps gasoline on him and lights him on fire. And he's just dangling from the roof on fire until the roof breaks. And then it's just like this slow motion shot of this guy falling on fire to his death. It's Gangs of London. God damn. Well, let's see what this is about. And then it proceeds to, like I said, the first episode has like a 10-minute action scene in the end. It's like a crazy ass bar fight that turns into a foot chase that turns into another knife fight. It's intense stuff. It's very, very good. Oh. So I'm about 6 episodes into the first season, and there's 2 seasons available on Netflix, and the 3rd season was, I'm pretty sure, is already done because it started production in 2023. So should be coming anytime soon. Like start October 2023 production on the 3rd season. So should be out. But Gangs of London is fucking tough. If you don't have nothing to watch, if you're looking for another thing,
right,
I highly recommend it.
Okay.
Nice.
And that's about it. That's about it.
It's a bit of boring week. It's going to be probably some boring weeks.
I did not go see Beetlejuice.
I did.
I have heard mixed reviews on Beetlejuice as well.
So I know we'll all see it and kind of do kind of a pseudo review of it, but let me give you a little what I thought today. So we all went, Jenny loves Beetlejuice, the original. So it was an easy for us to all go and see it. The kids, they still, for some odd reason, we've been trying to get them to watch the original. They have no desire to watch the original. They wanted to see this one because Jenna Ortega, the girls did at least. I give it a high sidekick because I did like seeing Michael Keaton back and doing his thing. Same with Winona Ryder. It just felt weird. It felt hectic, and it felt like a bizarre story. Like I kind of don't even understand why the movie was there. And then a few things like you'll pick up on very quickly and be like, oh, okay, this. And then, yep, that happens. And then like, there's nothing, like, I don't know. I was more there for the visual and for the gags than the plot. You're on mute, Steve.
Did you get that though? Did you get the visuals and the gags?
Yeah, you got a lot of. I mean, you get the sandworms, like you get all that.
And that
kind
was
of
all
stuff.
looked good. It wasn't over CGI. It was
Yeah,
stop
I didn't.
motion looking.
No, I mean there's a whole claymation scene with the it happens at the beginning with the death of what's his face
Well, stop spoiling it.
pedo guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not spoiling. I'm just telling you there's a claymation scene. I'm not saying that there's.
We knew he was dead. He's not going to be in the movie, and they were at his funeral in the trailer.
Yeah, but I do have to say, like, I enjoyed it. I didn't. It wasn't Ghostbusters, right? It wasn't Frozen Empire, like where all they did was like throw in some nostalgia at the end. It had some good things. There's, like Justin Theroux's character, I could care less about. Like, I kind of didn't need him at all in the movie. Like, I don't even know why he was there. It was just there for their sake. I kind of missed Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis. I know that they weren't, we know they weren't going to be there, but you kind of missed them.
Don't go Stone Age. It would have been weird to see them both old.
Yeah, well, exactly. That's the thing, right? Because they don't age. But again, Michael Keaton kills it, and again, it was fun. It was fun. It's short too. It's only an hour and 40.
Does it leave the window open for a sequel?
Yeah, it does. If they want to, and it does if they don't. Like it's fine how it ends, and and there's no end credit scenes or anything like that. So it is what it is. So high sidekick. It's a tough bar to follow with with how good Deadpool and Wolverine is, and I haven't seen it like 3 times now. I don't know what movie this year is going to beat that movie.
None.
So.
Oh, well, what else is left to come out this year? What are we excited about for the rest of this year? No.
Venom?
No. Is that coming out this year?
Isn't it supposed to? Is it coming out in October?
I don't know. I still haven't seen the second one.
I do not care.
Venom.
I'm not excited about that.
Summer movies is over, so that shit is dead. So like, I don't.
I watched a couple. I finally saw Godzilla and Kong. Godzilla versus Kong, New Empire.
Wait, you finally watched that? I thought you already.
No, I never saw it.
Okay. What did you think of Godzilla Kong?
I liked Dan Stevens. I liked he had like his 80s rock soundtrack every time he popped on. He was a lot of fun. And the monster fights were cool, but like the villains were I liked when Godzilla and Kong were on, but the other ones were like whatever. It was all right.
Yeah. Again, it's another all right movie, right? Like
Venom: The Last Dance, Joker.
Oof, I don't want to see that.
Which is getting crushed. Like early reviews are crushing.
IGN gave it like a 6. They're like, it's mostly a courtroom drama. I was like, oh, fuck this.
Craven.
I kind of want to. I'm not excited for Craven, but I want to see it.
Moana 2.
Apartment 7A.
Wait, what was that last one, Sean?
Apartment 7A. Gladiator 2. Kind of want to see that. Red 1. That's with The Rock and.
That's the Santa Claus movie.
Chris
Afraid.
Evans. Yeah.
Afraid with that AI movie. Afraid AI.
that came out already though, I think.
No, it didn't. I don't think it did. Maybe it did. Transformers 1. Yeah.
I don't want to see that.
Sonic 3.
I don't. I never even saw part 2 of that. I never even watched all of part 1 of that.
Mufasa.
Nope.
Nosferatu.
Ooh, that might be good.
Nah.
Actually, they played a trailer for that at Halloween Horror Nights. Like while you're waiting in one of the things, there's a big screen. It looks good. I'm kind of.
That might be pretty good.
I mean, Terrifier 3 is like, yeah.
Salem's Lot coming out.
That's coming out in October. That's gonna be straight to streaming. Gonna have to do that.
Wait, which one?
Salem's Lot.
Is it straight to streaming?
Straight to Max. Max original.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
That's it.
Nosferatu though. That does. There's somebody involved in that. So
We didn't even do like a summer movie. I guess there was really nothing anyway, so it didn't really matter.
we
There-
stopped
there-
doing the summer movie breakdowns when there wasn't a summer movies in 2020, and then we just never started it back up again.
Well, and on top of that too, like
Oh, you know what I want to see? Saturday Night Live or Saturday Night. I'm going to see that.
Robert Eggers. That's who it is. That's who's directing it.
Saturday Night.
No, Nosferatu. Sorry.
No, Saturday Night looks really fucking cool. Like I really am like I've been so intrigued by Saturday Night Live. I'm always interested, like the past of it, because I mean you did watch it back then, and it's like Aykroyd and Murray and Chevy Chase and all that shit. So I'm always intrigued by because I know that shit. I know what happened back then. Like it was so fucking bad and crazy. Like again, Belushi on drugs and fucking Chevy Chase and Bill Murray going at it and fucking Aykroyd and like Jim Henson was a part of that shit, and there was a lot of shit that was popping off on that. So like I'm very curious to see that movie. I don't know why, but I just had this thing for Saturday Night Live.
I don't need to see it in the theater though.
I would actually go see that by myself in the theater, like because I think I'm intrigued by that shit. So maybe that's just me though.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you were a big SNL fan back in those days, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. You were just talking about comedy show, reminding me of Seinfeld. I found a mod for Fallout 4 that recreates Jerry's apartment and the diner. It just adds them to the map. You can go like walk around and shit.
You know what? That's a topic that I wanted to bring. I'm glad you said something, Steve. Is this the death of video games?
I talked about this
They've
last
been
week.
dead.
We talked about this last week.
I brought it up last week, and now PlayStation crushed that game that they just launched. Sold nothing.
So like
and they
600 some odd copies.
Yeah, it took down, and they took down
6,000.
The game took 8 years to make. This is why I brought it up, because I heard about that game failing.
Yeah.
And then after we talked about last week about games, physical media too with the games. It's why like I'm sticking with physical media. I don't care. I'm happy, and I hope to God the Switch 2 still gives me cartridges. I want to go buy cartridges. I want to buy physical media. Yes, Concord Taylor, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
This is some bullshit that's happening with the gaming. It's crazy.
AAA studios, they're just not releasing. They're not doing like. What are you doing?
No, and they're charging
and no output, and like what you do output is like this. Like what?
Yeah, it makes no sense. There's so much out there going on that, and the thing is you look at
even
the games,
Outlaws. The longer Outlaws is out, Sean, the more that's getting trashed.
Trash, man. That's just getting trashed. I haven't even
because
played.
they got used to releasing unfinished games and charging you for upgrades. But now the problem is the games suck, so there's going to be no charging for anything because people don't want to play it anymore. I mean, you look at these, and there's so many studios folding because of how much games cost to make.
They're not. First of all, they're like
not
undermanned. They're undermanned. They're only hiring like 30, 40 people. Like it used to have like 500 fucking people in one fucking studio. And now it's down to like, oh, well, we're going to have like 30 or 40 people working this fucking one fucking section. And the games are trash. They're not checking the games. They're having too many bugs. I mean, it's really bad, dude. Like it's not. I have never seen just much of a drought in video games before.
Well, and you released these new systems just a few years ago, and it's like the life cycle on these systems is usually only 8 years. We got this shit in 2020. It's 24 now. Like halfway through the life cycle of the system, and we ain't played shit. Yeah. The most fun I've had playing on this was a game we started playing on the other Xbox. So it's like,
yeah, Alex is asking for Christmas for Red Dead and Red Dead 2. He's been playing Red Dead 2. He wants the physical, like that's what he wants. You know, outside of Astrobot, which is being released, and I'm hearing good things about Astrobot, but like, again, what is Astrobot for the PlayStation 5? It's a damn platformer.
Well, like, they didn't even have E3 this year.
Yeah,
wonder why? Because there's nothing to fucking show. We're getting another Assassin's Creed game that's supposed to be way smaller. Even though the last Assassin's Creed game, Valhalla, came out, you guessed it, fucking 5 years ago. Like, come on. They used to be churning those games out one a year. Now we're getting like, and then Madden, they just dropped Madden. And one of the ways I like to play is like I would create a character and play through their career.
Yeah.
They got rid of that. That's not on this game. You just don't get to do that anymore.
Shit.
Yes. So now a lot of people are going to NCAA to do that, to play a team, a season, and go through that kind of that thing. It's,
like, so you added nothing new and you took away a function, and you charged $10 more than the last year's version. Like, that's just crazy.
Yeah. E3 is dead. Gaming, I don't know if it's dead. I'm not gonna say gaming is dead.
Oh, it's
but
in a really low spot.
It needs to revamp. It needs to do something different. They need to, just like we talk about with movies, right? Like, everybody's like, well, why does this movie cost X? Why does this TV series cost X? Why are one company able to do this with this and versus this? And some of the technology, some of the cost of actors, some of the cost of just everything in general. Everything costs a ridiculous amount of money. One of the reasons why we had these strikes, right? It's like costs are out of control. And I don't even know how to fix it. Like, some of the best games that have come out have been kind of indie games that have been just basic games like
Helldivers.
But Helldivers is fucking rad, but nobody has a PlayStation to play with me, so.
I mean, I do, but
you're not gonna play.
It's not my type of game, though. So.
Like I said, just the death of video games. Like, I think that it's just.
What is it? It might be for us, but I don't think it's for the younger generation.
No, because kids still play Roblox.
And they're playing the same games that they've played for years, like Roblox, Minecraft, Fortnite. Those games are still going. And that's the thing. And those games are getting stronger and stronger because that's the only focus that people have.
This pay-to-play shit, like, I'm tired of that shit. Fucking transfer, what is it? Fucking micro transfers, like all that bullshit. Transactions is fucking bullshit.
Well, and then like the little saying, incomplete games, right? Like so that Harry Potter game that came out from Portkey Games, the Curse or whatever, the Sorcerer's Curse or whatever the fuck it was. It came out a couple years ago. Awesome game. Great game. Some of the most fun mechanics I've ever had. You fucking killing people with your spells and flying or zipping around in your broom and shit. It was good shit. Problem was, the fucking game was not done. There was a whole ass Quidditch stadium that was built. You could fly around in it, and I'm like, oh, this has to be DLC. There's huge sections of the map that there's just nothing there. And it's there hasn't been a DLC. They're not going to. Their focus is on Harry Potter 2, where they're going to reuse most of the map and fucking blah 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 blah. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding? Like, you'd release no DLC at all. Like, there's no point to go back and play that game again.
What a waste.
To do what? To be in another house? Like, all the missions are the same. The outcome of the game is exactly the only difference is you're wearing blue or red or yellow or green.
What a waste.
It's the only difference.
Damn, yo. It's really bad, man.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, like, the next Xbox and PlayStation to come out, they're already talking about the PS5 Pro. That's already, and PlayStation rumors are that PS5 Pro is going to be $700, and they're not discounting the PlayStation 5. They're actually keeping it at $500, and because they want to have that divide between the pricing, but they don't want to go lower than that. And to me, it's like, well, I am not buying a Pro.
I heard they're getting rid of Xbox too. So like, I don't.
Well, I wonder at some point if it's not going to be an Xbox, if it's going to be some kind of multimedia thing that they've been trying to do since they started the Xbox, and it's all going to be digital. It's all going to be through Game Pass. There's going to be no more physical games. There's going to be releasing shit through Game Pass, and that's it.
Yeah, but the problem, but you need to be able. So like, it's cool to like stream and play your games, right? I get you can try that when you're on Game Pass. You can stream play it, but the graphics suck. Your fucking latency is off. Sometimes the games there's a delay. Like, it's bullshit. You need to be able to install that shit. You have to have hardware. Like the people that just want to play the Game Pass, like streaming through their Xbox app on the TV, like I guess it works, but it's not. The technology's not there for it to be an ideal replacement for a console.
No, but the thing is too is and and I know I'm not saying this company is great, but reason why Nintendo.
Yes, you are saying they're great. Shut up.
No, I'm just saying they're not. They've had their mistakes, right? But why? Why do they stick around? Why do they stick around? Because they have good games that tell good story. It doesn't matter if they're not the strongest in graphics, right? Like Breath of the Wild killed everything, even though
but
360 graphics.
But there's a difference between like not every gamer fucks with Nintendo like that. So like a lot of gamers like myself are more interested in the graphics and immersion and like being into a immersive world. And I don't feel that way with certain 8-bit or 16-bit games. Those might be great games and they might scratch an itch that you get. But Breath of the Wild is great, but that's still cell shading and it's not up to snuff with some of the other shit I'm talking about. There is a spot for those really super hyper real games. And that's what I was hoping to get more of with the Series X. And so far, all I've gotten is like updated versions of old ass games.
That's all that's all you've gotten.
We're getting Epic Mickey back.
Is it really?
Yeah, and it looks great. It looks so good. But that's an old ass game.
I have it sitting right there for the Wii U.
It's called Epic Mickey Rebrushed. And it looks fantastic. It looks like a brand new animated movie, but it's still the same game.
I mean, remember when they re-released an updated version of DuckTales, the 8-bit Nintendo game that came out?
They did it with Gargoyles too.
I mean, I don't know anymore. Like I'm sticking with my retro stuff.
They're just trying to get us to buy the same. Like, did the technology to make new games die and we don't know about it? And they're just like trying to ooh, but you know what does look cool, Sean, is that Warhammer 40K.
That's what I was telling you about.
Yeah, that looks really cool, man.
I know.
It's only 3-player co-op.
I know.
Sean, all I know is that you're gonna play. So I don't know who else is gonna make the cut. We're gonna give them all a stick, but I need to play that shit. See how many enemies are rolling through there.
I'm with you on this one. I'm with you. It cost $60. I was a little leery.
I haven't bought a game in a fucking year and a half. I need to you know what I'm saying?
All right, so good. We in for that one there.
We gotta get that one.
I don't know. No, I don't know who's gonna be committed on this. It's gonna be Lino or Dave.
Is it only a 4-player?
It's 3-player co-op.
Only 3 players co-op, man.
I missed that. Oh,
I don't know, Steve. We gotta find out who's committed on this one.
Like how we just didn't even include a Lil.
Well, a little doesn't play with us anyway, so it's like, if it's not golf or like some other multiplayer game, he's not into all that shit like we play anyway.
No, I'm not.
Exactly. It is a lot of like.
I mean, I had a great time playing Diablo with you guys. I mean, that was
now PGA. Once they release a new PGA, I'm in.
Oh, we're all back on a new PGA. We're back in.
Yeah. Or was it fucking whatever we were playing? Was that EA or was that EA Sports? I can't remember which one.
That was EA.
Okay, EA.
Okay. Which game, Taylor, are you talking about for Xbox?
The one you guys were just talking about.
That's I just saw it on Xbox.
Xbox for us, yeah.
It's gonna be an Xboxy game. The shit looks awesome. Saw that trailer today.
Who's it drop?
I don't know. Was it Space Knight or Space Marine?
Something. I mentioned it, but
Space Marine 2.
Yeah, I didn't think anybody was gonna pull the trigger on that shit. I was like, well, $60.
Oh, Sean.
What?
That game comes out September 9th.
Oh, good. Well,
so
I'll be getting that on September
2
9th.
days.
2 days.
Day.
So
like I'll be getting that this week.
Well, I'll be playing it on Friday, but not until then.
Do we tell Dave? Or do we tell Lino? Like who are we telling here?
I'm gonna have to tell Lino. I work with him every day, but
yeah. I know Dave was itching at the. I know he's itching to play.
I saw him on NCAA.
That's too fun.
Get that shit.
What else, man? Anybody else got anything else? I just wanted to bring up the topic because I know you did bring it up, but I was just kind of like,
no, but you're right. I mean, I think video games, the way we've known them for the last 30 years, are dead.
Well, but there are like there. I read this article the other day. The guy that did PUBG. You remember PUBG?
Yeah.
Player Unknown's Battlegrounds. It was like battle royale, kind of like before. It was like right before Fortnite really took off.
Yeah.
Just a battle royale map where you get in there and see who can survive to the last. It was a fun game, but the guy that created that started his own studio called Player Unknown Studios, and he's been working for the last like 10 years on a world, like a fully realized virtual world that like they were describing, like you could be up in space and then zoom around and go back down and see like a grain of sand, and then go all the way back up to space, zoom around the planet, go back down and see a drop of water, and it's like fully realized. And he's like, once they have the world in place, then it's just a matter of what do you want to do. Like games are going to fundamentally change in a lot of ways, but they're going to remain the same in a lot of ways too. You're just always going to have, you see a little, there's been like a ton of 8-bit retro games coming out. The retro feel is there. And as we move forward, you're going to start seeing games that almost have like that shitty polygon graphics that some people have a weird itch for. You start seeing some more of those. But where you're going to have more retro stuff, you're going to have these crazy innovations that are going to change how we play games in the future. I'm excited to see what happens with that, but I just hope I live to see it because it's taken fucking forever. Good Lord.
I mean, that's the thing, right? Things are taking way too long. And they're losing audience with that, with all these games. I mean, I don't know.
Well, it's frustrating. You turn the Xbox on, there's nothing to do. It's like, I don't know what I'm even.
Yeah, why even turn it on at this point? So, I mean, I guess speaking of gaming, I'll transition this because I think I want to show this thing off. Part of my toy box.
Big screen.
I'll go to big screen. Part of my toy box is this $40 little unit. There was a coupon on it. It's this little box here. It's got this really stupid graphic on it with the speaker. Got VGA, HDMI outputs, everything, USB. It's got a SD card slot and everything in there. This little gaming thing, and I'll put the link in the chat after I show it off, is a emulation station, and it's really focused on arcade games. So arcade games from the 80s, 90s, maybe a little bit later, early 2000s. It also has, some NES stuff mixed in, all those kind of things, tons of games. And it's got, multiple variations and versions of the games. And it comes with two PS2 type controllers that are wireless, through the dongle. And I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with this thing. I'm gonna actually, I couldn't figure out how to share my screen and have it play on there because Mac, the one downside of having a Mac is I can't connect multiple screens. It's only one screen, so it wasn't picking up on it. So I'm gonna flip my desk my screen just to point at one of the monitors that I'm actually having it on to show you guys like the games, some of the game footage. It's pretty awesome. And for, like I said, it was $40. I had coupons down. I think the coupon that I got me down to $29. And you could buy the USB like arcade joystick to play a lot of these games because it's got a ton of fighters on it. It's got like different versions of King of Fighters on it, different versions of Street Fighter, all these different things. The X-Men arcade, the Simpsons arcade I found on here. The only thing that stinks is like you could actually go into it and build your own folder, so you could actually have the games you want. But there's 28,000 games, so you're gonna be going through, and there's like repeats, there's ROM hacks, there'll be like, like Super Mario, like where you have the star the entire game, and you're just running through the game and stuff like that. They have different hacks and stuff on the games to play, but I'm gonna flip this. I'm gonna turn my screen to solo, and then I won't be able to see you guys. So just let me know what you see, and then tell me what games you want me to turn on if you guys want me to as I flip through.
I want to see if you got Star Wars Arcade on that thing, dude.
It does. It has one of the Star Wars arcades. I know that for sure. So I'll show you from that angle. Hopefully you guys can see everything. But I mean, like here already, X-Men versus Street Fighter is one of the games. So it's based through Pandora. If you guys see it again, it's on Amazon, $40. It takes a little bit to load, but it's and I turned the volume down because again, I don't want copyright issues, but it's pretty damn awesome.
We're gonna watch you get your ass kicked real quick.
I'm not gonna really play. I'm gonna boot out of it, but I just wanted to show. I mean, like, it's arcade. It's legit arcade. This is not like the Nintendo versions or the Genesis version. You can tell by the.
No, I like that it's full screen too. You don't have those weird things on the side making.
Well, and it does stretch, but you can if you have your TV, if you want to go in 4x3 mode, you can. So got that. I'll just exit out of here. And then you just scroll through here. So I mean, like you got tons like you can see here, like Cadillacs and dinosaurs. Like you've got a whole bunch of varieties of that one. But that's another Captain Commando bootleg. So it's like they've got tons of ROM hacks in here. But again, you've got like pretty damn good. Like here's the Punisher, the arcade game, which is awesome. It's a beat 'em up where you play as Punisher and Nick Fury.
Punisher Hispanic? What the fuck is that?
No,
it says it down there. It's two down.
Oh no, that's and I went. Sorry, I lost it. I need to figure out these controls better. But yes, no, it's because that game, the game was popular. So they have like a Latin America version. They have a UK version. They have Japanese version of the games.
The language. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw Alien versus Predator on there. Go back. There it is. Go down there. It's at the bottom.
I don't know if this is the arcade version or if it's not.
No, this is the good one.
Oh yeah, there you go.
It's the side-scrolling beat 'em up one.
So what Star
Wars?
Pick
a Marine, or you could pick an alien or a Predator. Yes.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you could be a Predator or a Marine, and you have to fight waves and waves of aliens.
Yeah, I mean, Predator.
It's fucking awesome. This
Predator Warrior, Predator Hunter.
Yeah, you have to send me this, love.
It's like a street. It's like like Streets of Rage, Sean, but like aliens and predators.
Yeah, no shit. It's fucking awesome.
Look at that.
I would fucking play the shit out of this.
This is fucking great.
I told you it's already worth the $30-$40 you can get on it. So
look, what Star Wars game is on there? Damn it, goddamn.
Okay, well, I don't know off the top of my head. I just got this thing.
Look, I made him. I wanted to see that, and that was good. So.
Yeah, so I mean, like I'm going through the list. I mean, we're not gonna be able to go through all 28,000 games.
There's no search thing on here. It doesn't say you can't put in like ST or something like that.
Hold on, I think there is a search feature. I don't know. Again, the language came in Chinese on how to control this, so I have to.
Don't you have like Google Translate?
Let's see. Goddamn.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Like shit, I'm watching it.
They have the Simpsons arcade.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. Super Contra.
Turtles arcade, like VR legit arcade.
Awesome.
Trying to see here where is the search menu? I know there is a search menu.
Oh, don't know. Oh, there it is. You found it.
There you go. What controller are you using?
It's a crappy PlayStation 2 clone. That's what it comes with. It comes with two of these.
Oh, but it looks like it works just fine.
Yeah, it works. It does. I don't like how it feels light to me, but
it's taking you for.
Shut up.
It's like, come on, man. Come on, man.
I saw Star Wars on there. Look, there's
it's
one right there.
Yeah, I gotta.
And Stargate? What?
Is there a Stargate game?
I see it on that list.
I never knew that.
How do I get out of this?
Jesus, man. You ain't selling it.
I've sold it in.
Of course.
I don't think it's the right Star Wars game.
I don't think so.
That's the other thing too. Is like some of these things aren't.
Oh, I want go back and look at that Stargate one.
Fist of the North Star was my shit. I remember that.
It was down there next to Star Wars.
Well, I lost it now, so me.
You motherfucker.
I'm sorry. But this is still cool. And I don't care what you say.
No, we know it's cool to you.
Yes. Well, they have the Super Star Wars games, looks like. So some of the Nintendo ones. Yeah, JVC presents.
Okay.
But I know they had the Star Wars arcade one. I think it might be the one you have already.
Oh, the old one.
Well, yeah, I mean, this thing is not going to have like all the new stuff, but I mean, it's going to have
Last Action Hero. Go back down. Look at that.
I think this is the NES. Oh no, it's not.
Awesome.
It's the shooter. Yeah, that's crazy. Here's a bunch of the Star Wars ones.
Star Trek. Nice.
Star Wars US.
What the fuck is that?
There's a US beta. I have no idea.
Let it play a minute. Let's see what it looks like. Oh my god, you changed it.
Oh my god, I screwed it up.
Oh my god.
All right.
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
You're fired.
I am. See, here's some original Mortal Kombat's, Tekken.
It's cool though.
I mean, Mega Man 8.
Martin says he has it on his arcade cabinet.
Yeah. So, but I mean, that's the thing with this. You could I was actually contemplating, if you get one and build your own arcade cabinet, you actually install this, get 2 USB joysticks sitting there. You can get that, put a little sheet of plexiglass over it, cover it all up, and build your own arcade cabinet for parts. An old monitor, and
it's just easy, just like that. Why don't you do it? Just put a little piece of plexiglass. Some. Let me see your carpentry skills. Bust them out.
All right, done. But yeah, so I picked that thing up. I thought it was pretty awesome.
That is cool.
Again, if you guys want it, I'll put it in the chat.
I actually might, because I keep looking at the new mini systems that are coming out, but they're all, even the last Sega one was it's all just more of, it's like you're buying it for how cool the mini system looks, but not necessarily for the games.
Yeah. I just texted to you guys, but I'll put it also in the chat as I'm going through here for the show. But yeah, and then I did pick up something today, which I did not expect to pick up. So Disney, like the Disney stores, they have like these real like retro statues, and I found one on clearance. So I was like, I kind of liked how it looked because they're really going with the old Kirby style art and Ditko style art for a lot of the comics. So like I have a lot of like my Avengers statues are really Bronze Age-ish, looking. But they have this line, and it comes with these cool ass bases too. And get this guy here. So I got the Thor. I got him. He's only $40. Is
that from McFarlane?
No, this is resin. This is from Disney.
Cool.
I'll go solo layout again on this. So you can see here, like so the hammer piece comes, like the top of the hammer comes off. Let me first take him off the base because you can see the base is actually kind of cool. So the base has some comic art on it.
That's pretty cool.
Kirby art. And then like this part comes off, and then it's like Thor. It's very Kirby. The first few Journey into Mystery looks. It's very
that almost looks like Dawn Bluth. It looks like what's that? What's that one with the Dragon Slayer?
Dragon Slayer. Yeah, Dragon's Lair.
Dragon's Lair. That's it.
Yeah, so I mean, I picked it up for $40. I mean, there's a Captain America one I kind of like too, so I might pick that one up as well. The Hulk one, I do not like how it looks, so I don't think I'm gonna go down and get the whole. Yeah, but I was like, hey, you know what? It's a nice 6-scale statue. I like the classic looking Thor. You got the classic costume with the yellow strappy boots and all that kind of
It's
stuff.
your Silver Age stuff, man.
Yeah, and I'm
Matches
going. Yeah,
up with all that.
so pick this guy up, and yeah, so
Very nice.
toy box. So, and that's it for me on any pickups. I don't know if you guys picked up anything.
Nope, Whitney Houston did.
It's been a long time since you played that, but yeah.
I ain't got nothing, man. I got nothing.
I got no space. I still have to redo some shit. It's like that's been the most like frustrating thing is like every time I think about let's do this, but I can't because I have to redo.
Oh, you know what? You guys, that's right. You guys weren't on Star Geeks this week, so you know what? I can talk about this real quick.
And then for those in the chat, if you're interested in this video game thing that I got, it's in there.
Oh, I did get this. What is this?
You got Lando.
Gentle Giant Lando.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Is that 6 scale?
Base.
Quarter.
Yeah. 6 scale.
Very nice.
Nice little piece. Yeah. It's heavy as shit. Like it's one of those milestones a little. So.
Oh yeah. I like those.
Are very. Hello there.
It looks good.
Yeah, it's good. It actually is a really good piece. It's actually really. I wish it was, to the scale that I have all my other statues. So I'm gonna have to wait out for Sideshow to pull off one of those. But I mean, it stands pretty well. If it was a little bit bigger, man.
Yeah, it's off just by a touch.
I know, dude. Fuck, man.
But you have other statues in that scale, right?
No, you got rid of them all.
Yeah, I got a couple. I got the Akbar. I have a Leia, and all my Regal Robot stuff is kind of small too.
Yeah,
and I have the So I have a couple of statues. I have all the Bad Batch like that too. So
he's got a place over there with those little guys.
Yeah. No, it works. It's just the base is so heavy. It's like really heavy.
It looks like marble. It's pretty cool.
It's pretty fucking cool, Steve. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I love how the little shit goes all the way around, and like it's really nice. It's a fucking really nice statue. Like it really surprised me. Again, one of those fucking pre-orders that I just had. I forgot about. Big Bad Toy Store was like, oh, guess what? You have this coming. I'm like, God damn it, forgot.
So it was free when I paid it.
Technically, it's not free, but no, because they made sure they charged me for that bitch. But I forgot about it, so I guess hey, what can you do? So I got it, and that's really it.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
And any news? I mean, we didn't talk about the Terrifier trailer last week.
That's something I was watching.
So it looks awesome.
What'd you think?
I don't know what it's a trailer, but it looks like it's bigger. Like I'm expecting the same kind of jump from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, the same kind of leap forward. But I heard the Horror Returns guys talking. I guess like the guy that did the special effects, the same guy that wrote and directed it, isn't necessarily doing the special effects on the third one. Like there's another team doing that. So,
well, I mean, he probably can't do everything, right?
Yeah, and he's probably a bigger movie. He's got more to do, and I'm sure he's gonna have his mitts in it. Like he's not just gonna like walk away from it. It's gonna have to reach a certain standard, I would assume. Because if it's good, the trajectory is endless. Like you can just keep making these things. The problem is it's not going to have any sort of like what's it called, theatrical presence anywhere near me. So
yeah, I know that's the one thing that's I'm sure I can find it, but it's not going to. I mean,
I'm not driving 2 hours plus to
maybe
see
it will get a wider release because it's got a bigger budget behind it, but it's still it's bloody disgusting, and it's not like
I want to see it, but that doesn't mean everybody up in my rural area
in your little mountain town. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right. Yeah,
I
I
thought the
think it's
trailer was
awesome.
great.
I like that it's a continuation, like, you know, that they brought back the girl, you know, from that, her brother.
Mm.
Yeah, because a lot of times with these movies, it's just like you forget about the last cast, and it's Art the Clown's story. So, I like that it's a continuation. So, and I like the Santa Claus stuff, man. That scene with the kids and like the parents are like, "Who is that?" As Santa Claus, and he's just like terrifying all these little children. Hilarious. So,
And then there was some other trailers. The Minecraft trailer came out.
I have no
Jason
desire
Momoa
to
and
see
Jack
this.
Black.
Do you have a desire to see this?
No,
Does your son?
I haven't asked him. He hasn't mentioned it.
Okay.
What about yours?
I don't know. I don't know if my kids do. We saw the trailer today before Beetlejuice, and like, I don't know if they do or not. I didn't realize, like, why is Jack Black in every video game movie? Like,
And it's like he didn't even. He just put on a blue shirt.
yeah, and he's whatever. He's who you
He looks like he does on his YouTube videos, just with a blue shirt on.
I don't know. It's very bizarre. And, like, they have a heavy set Jason Momoa. I'm like, all right. Like,
It's not. He's not a heavy set Jason Momoa. He's just gained weight. Fucking rude.
I'm just compared to his normal, like, he's got a gut and everything. It's like Fat Thor in the Fat Thor costume, right? Like, I'm guessing Jason Momoa didn't let himself go. I'm guessing some of that is prosthetics. So, you know.
Did you see the NECA life-size prop replica baby Beetlejuice?
That thing was creepy as shit. And they have an end scene with baby Beetlejuice, and it is disturbing. Not disturbing like at the end of Alien Romulus, but disturbing.
That wasn't disturbing. That was just dumb.
No, it was disturbing.
Ooh. Oh. Well, we'll see. So The Burbs is getting a television series. It's been ordered to series at Peacock. It stars Keke Palmer to star in The Burbs television series.
I didn't hear about this. And this should not be done. The Burbs is such a fun, good movie. Leave it be. You can't rekindle that movie without Tom Hanks or that series. Like, just leave it alone. Do you want to see it?
No, I don't give a shit. I could care less. Like, literally
with Corey Feldman.
Well, the original, I'm looking right here, the original writers are serving as producers. Seth MacFarlane's on board to produce.
Might be good.
So it's got some back.
Got some juice to it.
Yeah, you know, and I'm not like a Keke Palmer hater, so
no, neither.
I'm not either. Can you make Tom Hanks as one of the neighbors? An old
no.
Tom?
It says here's the synopsis. Set in present day suburbia, The Burbs follows a young couple returning to their husband's childhood home. Their world is upended when new neighbors move in next door, bringing old secrets of the cul-de-sac to light, and new deadly threats shatter the illusion of their quiet little neighborhood. I mean, it's not going to be a remake of the show. It's going to be, or it's not going to be a remake of the movie. It's going to be the themes from the movie in a new setting. But you're not going to have that. But you got to have like the kid next door, or his parents are always on vacation or something, and he's always doing something with his house. You know, like you have to have
having parties. You
gotta have, You gotta have the dog that shits on everybody's neighbor, the old military guy that lives across the street. You have to have. If you don't have it, I don't want it.
I don't know. That movie was such of its time, and
that movie
so
was so white.
Awesome. Well, that is true as well. Didn't even think about that, but yeah.
Me neither. I love that movie though.
I was gonna ask. I mean, see, clearly you've seen the Wolfman trailer, so
the 1 minute, nothing. where it kind of shows like a hand like this for a second, but no fur. I'm telling you, dude, if the Wolfman in this movie looks like that fucking thing they had at Universal, I'm not seeing it. I don't want nothing to do with it.
Well, it looks
I'll
like that's
wash
what
my
it is.
hands of it.
Did you see the picture? Is that can't be it though, right? Oh, the old man. It's like an old man. It's like an old man with a beard.
That's what I'm saying, man.
That looks weird. I don't know.
It doesn't. It looks like an orc. It looks like something from Lord of the Rings. It doesn't look like a fucking Wolfman.
Yeah, it looks like an orc. That looks terrible. Yikes. Well, don't want to see that at all.
It's not hard. It's not
somebody
hard.
was just cast as something. Oh, Brie. Is it?
Oh, it's Evelyn.
Brie. Yeah. Brie. Who's it? Brie Larson? Not Brie Larson. Is it Brie Larson?
No.
Allison Brie.
Allison Brie. Yeah, it's cast as Evelyn. That's cool. I like Allison Brie.
Hey, that means we're fucking.
That means we're closer to a damn He-Man movie.
It's true.
I mean, it's only been what He-Man came out. Masters of the Universe came out in '87.
That movie sucks.
That movie suck.
No, well,
I got a soft spot.
I've
I've got a soft spot for it.
What the fuck is that, dude?
That's it, Steve. They have it right by the fucking.
Oh yeah, this is only in theaters.
That is not good. That's weird. I look like just an old hillbilly, like sitting on the porch. Well, you know. Yep, there it is. What the fuck is that?
It looks like a crackhead.
What made them think that actually is a fucking werewolf?
Oh man,
that's it, Steve. There you go. That's your Wolfman in theaters from Blumhouse. Ding 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 ding.
That I rate that as 0. That's a 0. It's a hard 0.
That's bad. That's really bad. That's not good.
Oh, that's tough. That sucks. That sucks big. That's
big time.
That's not good.
But that's from Blumhouse. That's not from Universal.
That's Blumhouse.
That's who's
but
doing
it. But it was at Universal's Horror Nights.
Well, yeah,
because
Blumhouse,
the same studio that's doing The Bride. It's the same studio that did Invisible Man. It's the same studio that's doing Creature from the Black Lagoon. They are doing all of this for Universal. Blumhouse has Universal Studios deal. That's why you got a goddamn Insidious house.
No, I know, but Blumhouse has like a whole presence there. There's this big Blumhouse banner and stuff. Like if you go into one of their scare zones and Megan's there, and they had a really cool display with the black phone like on the wall, and it was like ringing. So like you could go and pick up the black phone and stuff. It was pretty cool. But still, yeah, I don't.
And I like Lee Winnell.
I don't think that's part of the Dark Universe movies that they're putting together because they want to do the.
It's literally called The Wolfman for Universal. Yes, it is. Yes, it fucking is.
All right, well then maybe I was missing it. Like
it's not called The Werewolf from the Bayou or fucking Backwoods Hillbilly Wolf. It's called The Wolf Man.
Yeah, that's no good.
This is it. Oh. This is garbage.
Maybe they'll pull a Sonic the Hedgehog and change it. You know,
the werewolf in Bad Moon crushes this. Yeah. Crushes this. This is rough. The werewolves in Underworld look better than this, and they look like big rats.
Every time I see that now,
yeah, look at he's got banjo picking claws. That's what he has.
There's something else that. Oh, did you hear about Josh Brolin might be Hal Jordan?
Well, there's like 58 names now released. Like if Josh Brolin passes on, it's gonna be Chris Pine. If Chris Pine passes on, it'll be
Chris Pine would be tough.
It'll be Timothy Oliphant.
Chris Pine needs a better better superhero presence than Steve Trevor, and then not Steve Trevor in part 2. That's all he has.
Yeah, who else do they have? They had 2 other names that released today.
Matthew
like-
McConaughey. Oh, Timothy Oliphant.
Yeah, it was Timothy Oliphant or Chris Pine, and then it was Matthew McConaughey and somebody else.
Josh Brolin.
No, another person. I can't remember who else.
Another person.
There's somebody else named. It's so many of these. That's the thing to me. Like, that's why I don't believe it was Josh Brolin, because now you've got 5 other names. So I don't know.
I don't know. What else?
Would you guys want to see Josh Brolin? I mean, this is you guys.
No, I don't think I want to see an older. I don't want to see an older Green Lantern. I'd rather see a younger Green Lantern. Chris Pine's a little younger than Josh Brolin is, so I can ride with that a little bit. It's a little more convincing to me. I can see anybody younger than Josh Brolin. Like, Josh Brolin's cool though. I like Josh Brolin, but I don't see him as a Green Lantern though. And then who's going to be John Stewart? Like, I want to know who I want to know who they're casting as John Stewart, because it's supposed to be called Green Lanterns
Or Lantern.
Lanterns, yeah.
Lanterns, yeah.
So
I don't know.
Who's going to be John Stewart?
I don't know. Very curious on that.
So like Tyrese Gibson. Oh
no.
Oh no.
I mean, me being the DC hater, if that was done, I would just laugh the whole time.
I'd laugh and laugh.
I mean, you never know. It might be good though. Like, shit, Tyrese ain't that damn bad. Like, good lord.
Yeah, but he ain't no John Stewart.
No, he's definitely ain't no John Stewart though. I like. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I like the dude from It's not The Shy. Fuck. It just ended too, and I watched it, the whole damn thing. Fuck. Idris, something Idris. I forgot what his damn name is.
Yeah, they're talking about him to be Black Panther, right?
Yes. Which is not bad. I actually like that guy. I like that kid. Like, he did a really Snowfall.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was gonna say the cocaine series.
Yeah, the cocaine series.
Series about cocaine.
I think he'd be a great shit. I mean, honest with you, all the way around. I think he could be anybody at this point.
And then you got that guy that he's in that new movie for Netflix, just dropped, Rebel Ridge.
Yeah, I heard that's pretty good too.
Aaron Pierre, that guy's got the look of, he's got that superhero face.
He does.
James has spoken. We do not need Josh Brolin to play another comic book character. But yeah, he was with Jonah Hex, Cable, Thanos.
I say they go old school. Look, you're gonna need Hal Jordan to be older because you're gonna need John Stewart to be a younger guy, kind of learning the ropes and being the next Green Lantern. I say throw old Tom Cruise in there as a Hal Jordan.
Yo, that dude from Rebel Ridge, dude. That dude got some weird eyes. Like, he'd be a kind of a fucking dope ass fucking John Stewart.
just make him green.
Yeah.
Bang. He doesn't even wear a mask. Just make those eyes green. Bang.
Yeah, he kind of would be good too. Like, I ain't gonna hold you.
He's got the action, military action stuff.
I heard it's pretty good too, Steve.
Yeah, I've gotten good review. I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna watch it though. I thought it was the Ruby Ridge. I thought it was maybe about Ruby Ridge, that Ruby Ridge incident with like the guy, like they had a compound in the mountains and had like a huge standoff with the FBI. Not so, but close.
That dude's 6'3" too, man. Fucking British dudes. These fucking British guys, man. They just taking over.
Hey, it's because we're dumb, fat Americans. We're short. We're getting smaller and weaker.
Yeah, that motherfucker would be a perfect fucking John Stewart. Anyway, shit. What else?
Well, I wanted to throw a little love to somebody in our community page, the Geekz community chat. Jacrispy over there. I don't know if that's that's just how he goes by in the community chat. But he created a Marvel Russell.
Yeah, it's Russ.
Russell. God damn. I don't know why I didn't.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid me. Anyway.
I was gonna say
Russ created a fucking awesome Apple Music playlist that essentially is all the music, not the score, but the actual music played from the MCU, starting at Iron Man all the way down to Deadpool and Wolverine.
Cool.
It's quite an extensive list, and it's free if you just go click the link in the community chat. It's right up there, and it's just awesome, man. So good job, Russ. It's fucking sweet. And thanks for sharing.
Nice.
And that ends the show for tonight. Good night.
I was gonna say, I guess that's it. I mean, it's kind of crazy that there's still, again, like we're like in this weird lull, but that's okay. So
it's the calm before the storm. You're about to hear a shit ton more of us because the 31 days are about to start dropping.
Yeah, less than a month. We got a lot of horror movies coming your way, so hopefully you guys enjoy those. And then then who knows? Then the holiday season comes, and hopefully we have a lot more. So that's it for tonight. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for all who have been in the chat. Thanks for all who stuck around with us tonight. This is Lil.
This is Sean.
And this is Steven. Until next week, everybody, stay safe, be nice to each other, and keep it geeky.